Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. Yes, I am proud of the rooftop pool, so I'm up here again, but it's also because we're looking out on something else. But welcome back to Timberborn, episode 11 in the Iron Teeth series. And yeah, we're digging, we're just taking a little peek at the pool, but we're also looking out across over there because the blasting project's done. As I mentioned, we're living with our mistake. My mistake. I am living with my mistake. I quit making you partly responsible to it. I understand you had nothing to do with it. Though you watched, you encouraged me. First things first, we are down on power and we're going to need more. So we have options. Option the first is to build that power over here and make that a thing. And just produce it all over here. Option the second is look for another place for water wheels, which, I mean, they're ample. The water it's slow, but it's steady, and we could just connect a bunch of water wheels and get a few thousand that way. That might be one option. Option the third is use some of this arid land over here and simply have more engines. We're good on logs now, though we are about to begin a big building project. So I'm not so sure the engines are the answer. Plus, these guys aren't really making any of their own lumber over here. We could very easily, because there's lots of trees right there. And we could even dedicate maybe like this little peninsula to timber production. I mean, it's certainly a possibility. So yeah, that's kind of what we need to do. These guys are dud. I kind of thought this one would be just because of that bit of land right there. I think if I were to blast that out, we'd probably have better luck. In fact, now that I say that, if I just get rid of those two, and of course I do it at quitting time. Of course I do. So I think we're going to take a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, and kind of mix and match here to get power up and running. And we've already got power connected between the two districts. I went ahead and had that built while I was waiting. I kind of built it up as I blasted this area. I had them build it. You may notice that there are a lot more beavers than there were last time. 367 total. 126 over here with only 18 empty beds, and 241 over here with 47 empty beds. We even had to build some additional housing. Right now, we've got a lot of the breeding pots paused because the population was just growing a little too fast. I don't know that we're going to add any more jobs over here, so I really don't want this district growing too much. Even if, in fact, they kind of go under by a couple, we'll be fine because we have lots of everything except bad water, which we did add. I made a little bit of a change. I beefed up the levee, and then I brought up the dam back here another meter because during a drought, this was going dry almost instantly. Granted, doubling its depth and doubling the number of pumps probably means it's still going to go dry instantly, but we're going to ignore that reality and just come back over here and continue ignoring it. I mean, that's one way to deal with life, right? Just ignore the reality you've been given. I don't know. I just got done watching Wonka, so maybe I'm full of pure imagination or some hokey nonsense like that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's South Arkansas education coming in clutch right there. It's true. The majority of my education was South Arkansas from like 7th grade on. Not particularly proud of that, but you deal the hand you were dealt. You deal the hand you were dealt. Wow. You play the hand you were dealt, Brandon. That's how that goes. Off to such a great start, aren't we, friends? Anyway. Let's, I know some of you are just like face palming and be like, man, what is wrong with you? And you know what? The list is long in between me and my therapist, okay? So I want to get them a couple different ways over. So we're gonna do that. By the way, this levee, dirt, did the trick for flooding. We get a little tiny bit of flooding here, and I mean a little bit. It doesn't get very far up, and it creeps up on the corners here, and it does flood back here still, which, you know, whatever. But the main bit of flooding is that we had back here with this whole peninsula. That was a hiccup. With this whole peninsula getting flooded is resolved, so I'm happy about that. So we will get them a way to get back here. Looks like we will have to clear a little bit of path. Though if I do the woodcutter, like, right up on there, can he look, I don't even have to clear anything. We can just put a woodcutter right there and reach every bit of that. And if I do like another one here, he can reach almost all that. So instead we'll go there. Cool. Those trees are going to go away. We did cut down these trees. I had a woodcutter doing that, but we're going to unmark that for cutting for now. Probably wind up putting it right back, because I do believe we are going to put a forester here. But for now, I want to get all of this marked. See, there we go. It's good. It tried to go into an area that wasn't supposed to be marked. The game tried. There we go. Cool. So that means we probably need to expand the wood storage over here and stop importing it as well, which we can do. When were we cutting trees there? Oh yeah, ages ago, to get rid of the ones that were there. Okay, cool. That can go away. So we will need a forester back here. How many extra beavers do we have? 0. Well, that's great. Oh well, it's fine. We're still going to build the jobs, and then we'll deal with the lack of beavers later. So if we go like right here, that's a good spot. That reaches the whole peninsula. I'd like to get some of this over here, though. And I don't know if there's really anywhere I'm going to be able to do that and not lose out on the peninsula. This is a peninsula, right? Yeah, so we'll just go here, and that'll be fine. And then we'll do our usual mixture of trees. We'll do a few birches. How far can you reach exactly? Right to there. Cool. So we'll do a few birches. I think I got that right. Oh, nailed it. Some birches, and then a little row of pine there, and then oaks for the rest of it. And then, no, not there. Never there. I just want to check our wood cutters to see. So you can reach, come on, there we go. You can reach there. You can reach pretty far over here, but not all of it. And that's okay, because what we'll do is we'll add another one back in this corner, so you can go up those stairs and cut down those oaks up there. Probably won't replant these. I don't really see a need to, but at least we can cut them down. And we'll even get that little nubbin right there, even though I think it's not really a tree anymore. I don't think it'll count as wood. I think it's done. So let's get the tree cutting area marked. Excellent, cool. So that will all be a thing eventually. Right now, we don't have enough beavers over here. We're about to redo a lot in this district. By the way, for now, we are going to come up with district names here. I renamed this one District 1.1. So this is now the Industrialists. Industrialists. There we go. If you have a better name for them. I figured since they have most of the industry, hey, why not? And then this side, we're going to hold off on because we're about to, in fact, right now, we're going to pause because to do this, it does cause issues. Just temporary ones, but issues nonetheless. That's going to go away. All that's going to become disconnected. And we're immediately going to come right here. And I love the idea of like the district face-off. Lining them up like this across the river. Yeah, look at that. You can't tell me that's not good. I think it's pretty much perfectly lined up. Yeah, it's center, so. Cool, so these guys are going to be the, I don't even know if this is a word. I don't even know if I can spell it. The Agriculturalists. Agriculturalists, yeah. I had to sound it out. like I mentioned, Arkansas education. Cool. So I want to start relocating all of our machinery and all of that good stuff. I also would like to blast this and remember that we were starting with power instead. So that should get that wheel turning. Yes, it is indeed turning, but it's not connected to over here yet. But that's 1,000-ish. That one now gives us a whopping, oh wow, 0 still. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not going to do any good for us, but we do need to come up with a lot of power because we're going to expand. Basically, we're going to get 4 more of these, and then 4 more of the fermenters. So that's going to be 200, and then that's going to be 480. So 680 that we're going to need on top of what we already lack, which was 700, something like 1,500 power. So we could just do 6 more of these. That's 2,400, and that would be enough and would cover us during a drought and a bad time when those aren't spinning. So that's our solution, isn't it? Yeah. So what we're going to do is make this kind of easy on ourselves. We're going to put a couple of them over here. Never mind. No, we're not. I thought that was 3. Dang. I really thought that was 3 right there. So that means... Oh, easy. Solution. Yes, right there in front of me. We will bring this down. Where's your entrance? Right there. I'm gonna spin it around several times. Right there is your entrance. So if we do like one there and like one there, and then just connect these up. Cool. And then just bring power down. Starting with that. I never explored all of these extra shafts that we got. And I do love playing with a nice shaft, so we should have. We definitely should have, but maybe we'll still get a chance yet. If we had wind or stuff like that, we could put that up here. Maybe we could do some gravity battery type thing, like maybe blast a line and build this up higher. I don't know. I don't think we're going to need it, is the thing. I really think we're going to be all right without it. So that gets us 3. Let's do 3 more. Like way back here. Like right in the corner. 1, 2, oh, okay, that one's only 9. Scrap that. And do that here. 2 and 3. Cool. And then we can go over here to the high power shaft, spin that around, and then connect that, and put another one there. And then, yeah, we'll do, let's go ahead and do a quad just in case I want to drop out there for one of the machines that we're going to build back here. But since this is, arid land, that makes more sense to put the machines back here than over here on fertile land. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to replace all this and expand. That is the name of the game today. And I just noticed that somewhere we have 21 jobs unfilled. What district is that in? Here. Did we just have a massive death wave over here, or did they all move back over here for some reason? Yeah, they suddenly have 22 extra. Well, that's an easy problem to solve. Done. But I bet we don't have enough housing now. Where there it is. I can't remember what the district is. Yeah, we're down on housing, but that's okay because that is part of today's project as well. I think I'd like to pause while I lay this out because they're keeping up with building fairly quickly. In fact, I bet these dudes, yeah, they're on their way. So I want to plan before I unpause and just figure out where everything is going to go. First and foremost, I'm going to get housing out of here as well, but we know we need more than what we currently have. So I think I'm going to bring housing here, and then they'll just have a long trek out into the farms every morning. I think that'll be fine. And I'd kind of like to roughly mirror what we've done before. So if we do that, and then put these guys in like that, and then we can go here and here. And not, I don't mean mirror what we did before as in what we did in the other district. They're the only ones who get a rooftop pool. Sorry. Let's go up like, you know, if I do it like that, but then can they still, I don't know. Let's experiment. I don't know if they can still actually use that if it's turned that way. We're going to find out, aren't we? So that will get all of that connected. I mean, it says it's connected, so who am I to ever question what a video game told me? So cool. That gets the first one done. I think I would like to give these guys like a little courtyard back here. So we will do the same thing on this side. Like so. And we're even going to do the ladder again once I click the right button. And that will go that way. That one will go that way. And then, oh, that's right, we need 2 on each one. And then we will bring platforms up, and then a house and a house. And then in the middle here, I want to start thinking of this type of thing. Granted, it's not going to be centered, and that bothers me. It really bothers me. You don't know how much that bothers me that it's not centered, but can we live with it if it's not centered? I think we can, especially if I bring it out just a little bit like this, and then we can just use that other bit for a path to get back here. Oh yeah, this will work. This will work well. Yeah, because what I can do is bring this path in. Come on, there we go. Across there, put this here, put this here. And then we can sneak a couple more houses in. Ah, yes. It does ruin our symmetry, so I'm not sure how I feel about it, and I just talked myself out of it. Okay, so plan the next then. So these are 3 wide, so 6, 8. Could we come up here and do rooftop terraces? I think we can. I think that we can. So let's go up 2 more on each end. Cool, I did the thing there. So that'll get them up there, and then, oh, maybe we can't though, because rooftop terraces are 3 wide. Okay, solution. Come in with these. Come in with these, and then 1 more on top. Like that. Yes, that works. And then we will do rooftop terraces right along the edges here. Beautiful. We didn't even need that middle bit, so let's just get rid of them. This is why we're paused. We are planning. I didn't play test this time. I didn't try to see what do I want to do here. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to hit the record button, and we're going to go. And that is exactly what is happening right now, is we're going. So I would like to have some sort of bridge across here. I wonder if, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I did like a 3 off of here, I mean, come on. I like that so much. We're gonna do it twice. That's good. That is good. I dig it. I like the suspension bridge to go from side to side. So cool. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and unpause. They have enough to keep them busy building that they won't get to what we're going to start planning out next. So real quick, we're going to jump back across the water because they're almost done over here, and I want them doing stuff. I don't want them just sitting around doing nothing. So we're going to give them a couple of recreational projects to work on, starting with the big old windy friend here. It's not going to be enough to keep everybody happy. Is that not connected? Oh, that went down there into something. Ah, okay. That's easy enough to rectify. Get rid of that, and I already know they don't have room for storage, so we'll just kill it. In fact, we'll even just do that. That's lovely. So we will hold off on that so that they can walk over here and put in that block. And instead, we will figure out where the... You did not build that already. Shut up. Okay. That's fine. Beaver's just being a little, overzealous today. Bless. Now I'm going to put this back in. I know you're like, wait, you just tore it down. Yeah, but because I needed them to prioritize this block first. So that's going to get those in there. Obviously, I wasn't expecting them to be done with everything just so fast. So let's plan out the next thing here, which is going to be our motivatorium, or however you say it. But this is where I'm once again not sure how I want to get the power connected, because I want to have this here, and then next to it I want to have no, we've got everything now. I mean, we only have one exercise plaza. We need more, so maybe that's what we do, is like right next to it is an exercise plaza. Let's look. Yeah, we need more exercise plazas. So a little bit of an odd combination, but we're going with it. We're gonna kill that because I mean we've got a lumberjack there, a one there, and one over there, so it'll be fine. So we'll do that, and then we will bring this other one right here. This one's also gonna be a little tricky to get connected. I just realized there's still a clock over here that we don't need. All this stuff we don't need, in fact. I would like to get rid of all of that. So we need a path to connect that, and a path to connect that. That doesn't actually go anywhere on that side. That's awesome. But we're going to make it go somewhere. We're going to get rid of that, and that, and that. So we're going to clean that, because we're not going to leave messes. And then we are going to put in 2 blocks. And then some more metal stairs. Maybe if I click the right thing. Cool. And then we will just run right like that. And now we have to get power over here. And I mean, we've got power running here, but I really don't want to block the view of the district center. I kind of like it just being exposed as it is. This is a little close, I think, but I kind of didn't have much of a choice. Over here, I'm going to have to do kind of the same thing just to get power over here and come this way, and I'm kind of okay with that. So let's make that happen real quick. We are going to have to go back up, though. So maybe we just... No, we have to do these as the doozies ones. If we don't, they won't be able to reach up to where they need to be able to connect this right here. So we will spin that because this does require power. And I know we're adding a lot more power, and I didn't budget that in a minute ago, but we can always add more engines. And we will eventually explore something different. Or something additional, I should say. What we're going to do is lower this priority all the way down so they can get to this back here from there, because I don't think they'll be able to reach that otherwise. But how do we bring our power into this one? It's a lot trickier. I think I would really like to just go ahead and run it all the way back here, down and around. Because we are going to need power back here anyway, for a project we're going to work on later. Not later today, but later. So let me get all of these paths in to get a power grid going here. There we go. And I had to move these up by one, otherwise I wouldn't have had a way to get the power into this one. So we did the same thing on this side, and I put in a block. I got carried away. I was like, ooh, I could do this, and I can do that, and all this stuff. And yeah, just got a little carried away. I just want to go ahead and get the decorations planned out back here. Dink, dink, dink to you too. Because, again, they're not going to be able to walk back here on this one to get back to any decor. So I want to have it in place first before I do anything else. That's what we're going to do. And then behind this, we're just going to do shrubs because there's not much else really there. But then we'll do kind of the same thing over here so that, you know, one exercise plaza is not like, man, we didn't get the statue. We want the statue too. Yeah, gotta be equitable among our peepers. I think, maybe? Sure. So that gets all of those in. I was really hoping to have room for a couple of more of these duders, but what I might do is blast all this out of here, bring this up, and make like a plaza of campfires. Call it Campfire Corner. Because you can see we don't have enough. I went right past it. Granted, this is, this is universal, global is what I'm looking for. There you are. I want to look at just this. Oh, it's even worse. Only 15 of them made it to a campfire, which is really odd. I guess there's just more fun things that they'd rather go do, and they don't have enough time in the day to do them all. I don't know. But that should be enough to keep them occupied for quite some time, I believe. So let's just prioritize this right here so I know that they can get back there. And then low priority, actually the lowest of priorities on that, so I know they're going to get through. Cool. So we'll have some complaints of power, or building lacks power for a while. But it's alright. So we can unpause because I'm done planning. So now we want 6 of these dudes, which is the food factory. And I think it makes kind of sense to bring some of them in, like right here, since that's the same size. And then we can do like this and just be done with it. And then just connect power along the edge somewhere here. Like maybe, so if I do that, we could, you know what makes sense is to bring this on down. Instead of doing what I was about to do, which was go up and over the sidewalk, the path, is just do that. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Cool. And then we need the power shafts. There they are. To like that and like that, and they will get started on those. So we're just gonna mark what they are as corn rations and corn rations and eggplant rations and eggplant rations and algae rations and algae rations. Cool. That gets those in. So the other thing that we're going to need will be to move our oil presses and our coffee breweries to back there. And then add in, what was it, 4? At least? Or maybe 6 of these. So let's do 3 of each. Now we'll just do 2 of each. For soybeans and mushrooms. So 4 of those. 3 of these, 2 of these. So this is all going to fit back here nicely. Quite nicely, actually. So I think we'll put our oil presses right here, because I can switch out what I did here, since they haven't started even thinking about constructing that yet. You can do that and then just drop down with another high power shaft, and that's those 3 done. And then come over here back into food. And we need our coffee breweries. And here we can connect like right like that. And then finally we need some fermenters. And if I do this right... Oh, we don't have the space. Okay. It's a little frustrating. But we can work with it. We can do something like that. Just, you know, a unique design. Why not? So cool, we'll do that there, we'll do that there, and then what we can do back here is actually use this for some storage. Again, doesn't match up perfectly. You know, we have gaps, but we're going to live with those gaps. And we're just going to be okay with it. So if I go... We're going to wind up blocking that, but we don't need it now, so it's okay that it's blocked. Cool. So then bring path back here, over here, and we may as well connect like that. And then what we're going to store here is going to be the stuff for these. So this is obviously still going to be canola seeds. Whoops, come back. Canola seeds, there we go. And then here we're going to do... that's oil presses. Yep. Here we're going to do coffee beans, which is that one. Okay, so we're not going to get quite all of them in here. And then this is going to be, let's get our recipe set here. So we're going to go soybean and mushroom and mushrooms. I know we're not growing any of this new stuff yet, but we will be, so don't worry about it. So we want to go, let's go soybeans on this one, which is the very last one. Yeah. And then we'll put the mushroom storage elsewhere. That's odd that that path is just hovering there in the air. Cool. And then we need storage for all of this. So we need algae, eggplant, corn. And I think the easiest place to put all of that is going to be like just right here. So we will do algae, we will do eggplant, and we will do corn. And then the only other thing we need is a place for mushrooms. And then, of course, tons and tons of storage to store the output of all of this. But we have space. And that's going to move all of that back there. We're going to get a lot of fertile land up here. I don't know that we'll use it all, to be honest. It may wind up being that this district only comes this way a little bit, but we'll find out here eventually. So yeah, let's move on to the next phase. And the next phase is going to be for some of our industrial type needs. This doesn't... We're going to have a gap here. It's all right, because that'll give us a place for some smaller warehouses. So I'm going to go up a few here, because we need a place to store dynamite, metal blocks, planks, and treated planks and logs. So we will just kind of metal blocks, planks, treated planks, and I think I'm going to do another one as just planks, and then do these two as logs, so we just have just a few extra of those, since that's the thing you kind of wind up using the most. And then we're going to come across like that. Yep. And then we're going to come around here, and this is going to be where gears live, and I think just gears. Oh, we need a place for dirt too. Okay. This just got a little more interesting, didn't it? Yeah, just a bit. So we need to be able to get up to this other level. So we could... We could stop and stare at it for a minute. You know what? I'm being a little silly. We have a place. We already have. We don't need stairs. We can just come in off of this. So that's going to require getting rid of that one. Totally all right. And double stacking this, and then putting a path on both of them. And then coming right over here. Like so. Maybe. There we go. And this is also going to solve the problem of where to put the dirt, because we can just go right here behind this guy. So before I get confused, let's put paths in, because you know it would happen. There we go. So that gets our paths in, and then we can come up here with more of these. And I'm just going to look through the list real quick. So we are going to need warehouses for just dirt, but I think we'll go ahead and do a couple more planks and logs just to be safe. Yeah. I don't think I marked these down here, so we want 1 for dynamite and 2 for gears, because we will go through a lot of gears. Cool. And then jump back up, and then we will do dirt, and then we'll do some more logs and planks right here. Awesome. So we are making good progress. Very, very good progress. As we get houses, I'm going to tear houses down. So there are 2 of these and 2 of those. So, yep, those are now gone. We still have lots of homeless beavers, but in the end, we're going to wind up okay because they're going to get all those built. I've intentionally had it all running just slow for now, just to give me time to plan. How are these monsters doing? Oh my gosh, they've already built like 2/3 of the platforms. Man, they're fast. Okay, so we need storage for a few more things. Did we do canola storage? I believe we did. Let's just double check. Yep. Soybeans. We don't have a place to store algae, or if you're, one of my British friends, algae. No, we do eggplants and corn. So what else do we need? So we've got mushrooms. That's the other one. I knew there was another one still. So we are going to give ourselves mushroom storage right here. And again, this is going to be the regular ones, and that, or the unprocessed ones, I should say. That should be everything there. Now we need place to store output. Lots and lots and lots of output. That's going to get a little trickier because that's a lot of buildings. Plus we need a place for water. So real quick, while I'm thinking about it, we do need to replace these as well because we will be getting rid of them. So we will tuck these in. I really wanted to do a lot of decoration back in behind here, so I'm going to stick with that idea. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, with 3 of them paused. That only gives me 8. So maybe we can use some of these other little spaces back here for some of these. So that'll be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to go a little higher than what we had. And that'll get us our breeding pods taken care of. So those will be able to go when the time comes. We've got all of that replaced. So we need a place to put the coffee and the water. So let's get a couple of large tanks in right here. That one's going to be for water. This one's going to be for coffee, which is one of these. And then we also do need a place for extract, and we may as well, since we're doing well with extract overall, give them a big tank. We'll put that back here in this corner. In fact, we're going to go like way back here because it's not something they have to access all that often. So extract, very cool. And then we just need, as I mentioned earlier, a place for all the different foodstuffs we're going to make, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new foods. Is that correct? Just want to check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what did I double up on then? I don't think anything. Yeah, it's just 4. Though we do need a place for berries. How are we doing on berries anyways? We had gotten a little bit behind on berries because I wasn't paying attention and realizing that they were going through them so quick. So we're going to do berries there, and then we will do... we actually do need more than 4. We need enough to be able to do the eggplant rations. And what else are we making for food over here? I get confused. Where's our district? For all these other foods as well. So we need storage for everything, essentially. Yeah, we need storage for everything. All right, so in total, we need, not counting the blueberries, so that's 6, 7, 8 of the warehouses. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and another one back over here. It'll be fine. We'll just put the corn rations in here, which is that one. And then we'll just work our way through the list. And that's a lot to build. And we still haven't added in the hydroponic gardens for them to even be able to get the algae and the mushrooms yet. Whew. Okay. Let the speed building commence here, little beavers. And that has everything built, including a little surprise over here. Little monument hidden there. Figured why not? It fits. Fills in that spot nicely. So we can get rid of all of this. Our storages should be about empty except for the blueberries, because I forgot to tell them to empty it. But that should have those mostly gone. We've got all of our breeding pods in. The thing is saying it's not connected to a path. Oh yeah, okay. Easy fix. There you go. Cool. And then just knock all this stuff out, because we don't need it any longer. It can all go except for the forester. He can stay. I did not yet replace hospital beds, but we'll come up with somewhere for that. It is not. Did not want to let me click that. Somehow I had clicked off the tool. No, I don't want to do that because that will get rid of something else. Cool, and then this should all be empty. It is. These are all now duplicate buildings. And they all are like, hey, we need power. And I'm like, nah, you don't, because you're not what we want anymore. Cool. So that gets a very, very large project knocked out of the way. And just like with the last district, we can... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Just like with the last district, we can go through and proceed now by just doing what it is that we want to do. Because things are now more organized, nice and compact. Like everything's right there. Man, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it gives off... Pretty much everybody will get to go by the monument. So very, very good stuff. Here we go. There's the one I'm looking for. Getting sleepy. Been a long day. So cool. Let's see. How did we do over here? I haven't been over here in a long time. At least, yeah, they built everything. I did go ahead and put in 3 more engines over here just to be safe. We are down by 8 workers over here, and I did unpause a few of our breeding pods, so I'm gonna unpause just a few more. 8's getting a little close to where I'd like it to be, but their happiness over here is now up to 38, which is just fantastic. Fun still needs to come up. Not everybody's getting to go to everything. The pool is kind of, up there high in the sky. But we're getting there. We need just a few more things and everybody will be good there. And then, of course, we'll start making some more food very soon. But I think that will all wait for next time. So we got in more engines. We brought in the power for all of that. And it should all be connected over here. Nobody's complaining about lack of power. So I'm going to... Yep, that's all good to go. We even got some decoration in over there. And then over here, we relocated from here to way over into the corner. We can also do that because we don't need that anymore. We'll probably get our power reconnected, though. I'm not sure that we're going to honestly keep this. You can see that it did take a little bit longer than I expected. We ran out of logs a couple times. I was shocked by that. But we may wind up ditching these water wheels. I don't know if we're really going to need them. What I want to check real quick is our total demand and supply, and we are within... Ooh, that's close. That's very close. Less than 200 above where it needs to be. And we've got some things that currently aren't in use. So yeah, we are going to need to investigate more power, but that will come next time. I think we will leave it here with our new lovely... what do we call them? Agriculturalist district. There we go. And say, until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.